I'm at the Global Beauty Awards, and I'm honored and delighted to be here. The message of hope, of love and beauty that permeates the earth, that brings joy to those who have that beauty. Part of the beauty is getting the attention of others to send a message to them of hope and love and of unity to everybody, of all people. So I'm honored to be on my friend's show and embrace the beauty in this life and what it offers everyone.
Hi everyone, and welcome to a new broadcast of Larissa Gabi Show. Today is a special day. I have a wonderful woman here, a great woman. I really have a lot of respect for her, and I'm so honored she accepted, and she's here today with me. I'm here in Norway, and she's there in US. Welcome, Dr. Connie.
Thanks, Larissa. It's an honor and pleasure to be on your show.
Likewise, I couldn't believe that you will accept. And I was just like, wow, she's so humble woman. Who am I? My little television, she's coming. Thank you. It's so encouraging for me.
It's a great honor. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I remember you were the one who mentioned the crown that we wear, and once on the telephone to me, and we decided to talk about it. But to start with, I would love you to present yourself, please, to the people watching.
I'm very blessed. I've had many roles in this life. I was born in the Philippines. My father and mother were from the Philippines. My father was a U.S. military serviceman, and I came to the United States when I was 2. And we traveled throughout the United States, depending on where he was stationed. So I was educated in the United States. And I went to the military medical school for my medical degree, graduated 42 years ago. So I'd been a doctor for 42 years. I served 24 years as part of that in the U.S. Navy. The last 9 years, I was White House physician to 3 presidents, President George Herbert Walker Bush, President Bill Clinton, and for about 6 months with President George W. Bush. And then 22 years ago, retired from the Navy as a Rear Admiral. I was the first Filipino American in U.S. history to become a Navy Admiral. Yeah. And I'm very blessed for that. I moved to Arizona, where I live now, 22 years ago, where I worked for the Mayo Clinic, seeing patients, and then was with them for about 3.5 years. And then I formed my private practice, which I have now for the last 18 years in Arizona. I'm broadcasting from my office. In fact, I have patients today. So I've been very busy with medicine. And then I have had so many opportunities. I've written my book. My memoir, The White House Doctor, was published in 2010. That has been optioned twice to Hollywood. So it's somewhere in Hollywood. They want to make a television series, but it's on pause right now. But I have other ideas for TV shows. And I remember meeting you at the Global Beauty Awards in Snoqualmie, Washington State. And I could not forget you because of your beauty, but also the beauty inside. Because of your optimism, your positivity, your desire to help so many people, your kindness. You show beauty outside, but definitely within. You exemplify that, Larissa.
Thank you. Wow, thank you. It's so encouraging. Thank you. It goes straight to my heart. And I remember also it was my first time at the Global Beauty Award, and I came where you were speaking. I think it was on Saturday, and I was really, really touched by your word of encouragement. And I just thought, what is such a great woman, and very simple and humble. And
served the tail end of his presidency, and President Bill Clinton was the entire 8 years of his presidency, and then W. Bush for the first six months. So they all taught me different things. The ones I knew best really were George Herbert Walker Bush and Bill Clinton. George Herbert Walker Bush was the same generation as my parents. So he taught me, amazingly, humility. Of all his achievements, he was very humble. He didn't want to brag, and he made a point of just not being braggadocio about it. He taught me tremendous humility in a high place. Bill Clinton's gift was watching him in action. He had the ability, if you met him at an event, and even in private, he would make you feel as though you were the most important person in the room. And I think that's a gift. And I try to emulate every person I meet. You look at them, you don't do this, and you make them feel truly they are the most important person there, because you're giving them your attention, that moment that you're focused on them. And I think that's a gift they gave me.
And then we talk again the next day. And then you are here. So I just want to ask you, I know you've been judging at the the Global Beauty Award. You won an award, and now you were at Miss Universe as a judge. How
Yes, right.
come and why did you join the pageantry from doctor to the White House to the Global Beauty Award to the Miss Universe? Awesome. So I want to know.
It's interesting when I tell people recently that I was a White House doctor, they're impressed, but they are more impressed that I was on the selection committee for Miss Universe. Because not too many people are on that. So you want to know, how was that? How was El Salvador? How are the contestants? How is the judging? And it was through my friends in the Miss USA pageant that through Maureen Francisco, David Van Merritt, Paula Shugart, who I met at the Global Beauty Awards, who asked me to serve as a judge. And I said, I am so honored. It's a tremendous honor. I consider the Miss Universe the Olympics of pageantry. And it gave me another glimpse to really, truly appreciate how difficult it is to be in pageantry. It's a tough passion for that. People think, oh, you're beautiful, you get on stage, it's a beauty pageant. It's beyond that. It's more difficult to do that. I tell people it's harder to pick a pageant queen than it is to pick somebody to go to medical school. That is more difficult to determine.
I mean, it's not easy. I've not been there, but I can imagine they're all beautiful. They've worked hard the whole year. And in fact, finally, we got one winner. And this is awesome. And about the crown that we wear, this was the title we wanted to speak about. Yes, tell us about how you want to tell us about it.
I love the imagery of the crown we wear. You all wear crowns, and there's something about a crown that draws everybody's attention, of royalty, and it's how you carry it. And people don't realize the pain that it takes to earn the crown. You can put it on, you feel beautiful, but there are tears with that. The tears of time spent struggling. There are tears of disappointment. There are tears that are physically challenging, economically challenging. They only pick one queen. But it doesn't mean that if you didn't win the title that you lost. They just chose the one to make the difficult decision. You've won in so many ways. And I tell people, don't think that you're a failure. You're not a failure. It wasn't your time to win that crown. What you do is you go back and see, how could I have done something differently? What did I learn from that pageant that makes me a better person and a better pageant competitor in the next round?
Exactly. Oh, awesome. As you said, they all want a crown that we cannot see. And the one that you guys picked is just to celebrate everyone, actually. And that's why it's so encouraging to hear that, because I know here in Norway, for example, being a contestant for the Miss Universe or Miss any pageant, it's sometimes very difficult because it's still like almost a taboo to be part of pageantry in Norway. Me, myself, I joined the pageantry and I experienced the challenge of being a pageant here, even though I was representing Cameroon once and Norway. And I want to hear, what do you have to tell us when it comes to the general life in general? What would you say to women, the young people outside there? You have so much experience. You've been in the military, in the hospital, and being a doctor, you have seen so many patients in your life, and now a judge. And tell us something about this season of life and the upcoming time that is coming.
There's so many things. This is a challenging time in our world. It's very dark, very difficult, very polarized, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering.
Yes.
You know, I have two sons, their ages 34 and 36. I have 4 grandchildren ranging from 5 months to 8 years old. And I'm 68 years old, to be 69 next month. And I look back at all the opportunities, all the experience that God has given me in my life, because I really have tremendous faith in God and in why I search for why I am in this life and what's my purpose, what's my sole purpose. And I look at life as very simply, we're brought into this life to learn something. And I tell my sons, life is about solving problems. Everywhere you go, there are problems, no matter what field you're on, as a doctor, as a beauty contestant, as a journalist, as a talk show host, as an author, you will always have problems in your life. And the two important things are solve the problem, use your brain. And when you do so, be kind and patient. It's not only solving the problem, but it's the manner in which you solve it. Don't blame anybody else. Take it as a way to learn. How can I be a better person? How can I also teach people when I'm solving the problem? And one of the things that impressed me about the pageantry was it was counter to all the stereotypes I would hear and see in movies about pageants, because the women I met were the kindest, most humble, caring people, that they weren't antagonistic to each other. They would say, if you win, wonderful, we all win. We all have beautiful talents. We all share the crown in many ways, but we're there to lift each other up to our best of our ability. So it's looking at your life and knowing life is going to be hard, but what gets you the hard challenges is your faith in the higher power and the God, but also loving other people and being grateful that every opportunity to become a better person is really created by challenge. It's like a diamond. You take a piece of coal, you subject it to high pressure and heat, so many years and centuries, and you get a beautiful diamond. And that's sort of what we're developing in your contestants, in your beauty pageant. You see these women, and the beauty they're given to start with, they're born with. That's your DNA. But they did something with it to cultivate the beauty inside them and to maintain it, so that when you have that beauty, that gift from God, you have everyone's attention, right? Somebody walks in and there's something about them that captures them, just like you. When I met you, there was something about you, your energy, your beauty that drew me to you. You're so open. Pictures capture it. Pictures don't lie. When I can see our pictures laughing together, we're not making that up. We're sincere.
No.
Absolutely. Yours show that. But there's something about that that captures it. What am I meant to learn? What am I meant to be the best I could be? And that's the thing that impresses me about the contestants in pageants. They strive to be the best they can be. Nobody can be Larissa Gabu better than you. Nobody can be Connie Mariano better than me. So you have to find your own brand. You don't do some formula that you think the committee's going to like. You become you to the best you can be, and people will recognize it. And that's how you earned your crown.
Wow, that's powerful. Oh my God. I think I'm going to write that down later on.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Connie. And I know this is not the last time, and I really would love you to come to Norway.
I would love it. We have to
you-
time it. Yes.
You have been to Norway, but with the president, and you visit the king, and you were with the minister. But this time, I would love to invite you for the Beautiful Inside Out, because I have an NGO called Beautiful Inside Out, which help people to build up their self-image and confidence and to restore their life. And I do believe that so many people will have to hear what you have to share with them. And as you said, we're all unique and called for a purpose. And when we find that purpose, we make other people shine and solve problems. And what you said now is just light in my day. And I'm taking something with me to the next year. I'm so thankful that you came. And what about your book? If someone wants to order the book, I think we can order it online, or I'm going to share your website. Say something about the book.
It's on Amazon.com, and it's The White House Doctor, My Patients for Presidents. It was published by St. Martin's Press in New York in 2010, in June of 2010. And it's well written. I like to write. I'm humble about that. But it's a quick read. People tell me that once they read, they could not put it down.
Wow.
So it should be a good TV series. We'll just wait for Hollywood when it's the right time to be a TV series, but it'll happen when it's time.
Yes, God's time is the best. I'm going to order my own and will encourage many people to do that. And I'm
Thanks a lot.
looking forward to see you at the Global Beauty Hour again.
We'll
Yes.
see you then next year at the Global Beauty Awards in Washington State. I look forward to it.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you for coming, and greetings to your family. I am very honored you came. Thank you.
Well, it's a delight, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you. Have a wonderful season.
Thank you. Merry Christmas. See you next year. Bye.
Take care, my dear. God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye.